Hey, what's up, you guys? Back to you again, another movie review, and this one's going to be on a movie that I saw a while back, and I did an unboxing for, and that is Jackie Chan's A Legend. This is one of his newer films. This came out last year. It recently came out here in the States a couple months ago, back in January, and I ordered it last month, and I wanted to do a review of it for you guys. And the movie's basically about an archaeologist, Professor Fang, who basically finds this amulet. And when he finds it, he has flashbacks of his past life, and it's connected to his past life. So he basically goes on an adventure to basically, find his answers. And that's basically the premise of the movie, and I really enjoyed this one. I saw the trailer. I think it was last year. I saw the trailer, and I was impressed by it. I was looking forward to it, and it's actually a sequel to The Myth, which I have, and I did a review of that. So if you guys want to see that, feel free to check it out. And it's also a sequel to Kung Fu Yoga, but mainly it's a sequel to The Myth, more than anything, and surprisingly, Jackie's not playing Jack Chan as he was in The Myth and Kung Fu Yoga, so I thought that was kind of strange that how it's a sequel to The Myth and Kung Fu Yoga, but he plays a different character. And it was nice to see, him playing a general in ancient China like he did in The Myth. And yeah, a lot of people aren't really a fan of like the CGI to age Jackie Chan. That's a picture of it right there on the front cover there. Yeah, I can see why, but at the same time, I didn't mind it. I mean, it definitely looked a little strange in some parts because you could tell like it was probably put on like somebody else's, like his face was plastered on somebody else's body, and when he would get emotional, like it didn't seem like the way that he would get emotional, like if it's like the real him. So it looked a little strange in some cases, but overall I didn't mind it. um I know a lot of people hated it, like a lot of people were kind of like what's the point of that and whatever. But I mean, it probably could have been done like a little bit better in some circumstances, but overall I didn't think it looked horrible, but it definitely felt a little strange in my opinion. And but I mean, at the end of the day, like that was probably the only route that they could have gone with. So I don't know. Maybe they could have gone in another route for doing it. I have no idea. For those who are experts, feel free to let me know. And also, I have a question. Like, was that was that Jackie's face on somebody else's body? Feel free to let me know, because I'd like to know that. And also, like when he was talking, it didn't sound like his voice. So was that another actor or anything? Feel free to let me know. I'm pretty sure it was, but feel free to let me know if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it sounded like somebody else speaking in Mandarin Chinese. And I know how he sounds, so that's why I'm saying, it sounded like somebody else. But aside from that, I had a fun time with it. Stanley Tong directed it. He directed, Super Cop, Jackie Chan's First Strike, Rumble in the Bronx. He also did The Myth, Kung Fu Yoga. He also did Vanguard, and he did this one. And Stanley Tong is a great director. And I like the look of the film. Like a lot of it is in ancient China, like in the past life, time, and it looks pretty good. Like there's like epic, war battle sequences, like a shot of it on the back cover art there. That's a pretty cool epic battle sequence, and I'm a sucker for like epic, ancient China war action stuff, and not only just like for that, but like for like Lord of the Rings types of fights, like where it's like where like it's like a whole like shot of like everybody, just charging into battle. Like I think that's a really cool look, and a lot of it, of course, was CGI in this movie. But I didn't mind it. I don't mind it in Lord of the Rings, so I can't complain with that. But Jackie Chan, he does a good job with the acting in this, and there's definitely some funny moments in here, and there's not much to the Blu-ray. It's just a trailer and an English dub available, which Jackie Chan's not on the English dub, sadly. It's somebody else doing his part, which I don't like. I clicked on the English dub after watching it, and yeah, it sounded pretty awful, honestly. Just like with Panda Plan and Right On, same deal. It wasn't Jackie Chan, and it sounded god awful. But yeah, I prefer it in the original language anyway. But if you don't care if it's not Jackie's voice, just know that it is available in English. And Well Go USA Entertainment did a good job releasing it. The one thing I kind of feel is kind of weird is that they did this, just like they did with Panda Plan. Like they had like an extra thing like to put the DVD in, I guess. Which I mean, I kind of, you know, question, like why don't you just put the DVD in it, because you'd make a certain amount of money. But I guess they wanted us to spend more money to support them, I guess, which is smart in some ways, but in other words, like kind of like a ripoff too at the same time. But that's just me. Um, but yeah, the fight sequences in here are excellent. Jackie still got it for 70 years old. Like I mentioned in Ride On review and the Panda Plan review. Um, other great actors in here too. Like there's a guy that plays his assistant, Lei Zhang, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's a good singer too. He's in there, and you also have a cameo from Stanley Tong himself, which that was nice to see. And Kim Hee Seon, who is a Korean actress that was in The Myth, returns, but she's a different character, just like Jackie's a different character for some reason. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that there was like a reason why they changed the characters' names? Like, why is Jackie a different character? Why is Kim Hee Seon a different character? Like, I'm curious about that. I mean, if there's any information out there that I missed, feel free to let me know in the comments section. But, yeah, and it says this film is not rated, but I'd say it'd be at least like PG-13 or so. But yeah, they have a new song, like it's a different yeah, it's a new song, but it's sung by Lei Zhang, and it's also featuring Kim Hee Seon and Jackie Chan, because they did a duet back in the day for The Myth, Kim Hee Seon and Jackie Chan. It was Endless Love for The Myth. It was like the Myth theme song, and this one's actually like in this movie they have a song that's it's like a remake of that pretty much, or like a newer version, or however you want to call it. But yeah, it sounds pretty good. You can look it up on YouTube. Just type in Lei Zhang, Kim Hee Seon, Jackie Chan song from a legend, and yeah, it's really good. And I think that it was cool to see Jackie wear this type of jacket, because it brought some nostalgia from Jackie Chan's first strike. Because when he's in Australia and he wears that, jacket and stuff like that. So I thought that was a pretty cool, nostalgia. And it also brings a lot of nostalgia for The Myth too. Like The Myth is a very underrated movie. A lot of people don't really like it. A lot of people don't like this movie either. I say this one's a step up from Kung Fu Yoga. Kung Fu Yoga, I didn't mind. I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. This one's actually a lot better than Kung Fu Yoga, in my honest opinion. Some people might think that one's better than this. We're all entitled to our own opinions, but I prefer this over Kung Fu Yoga. That's just me. But it's definitely not better than The Myth. The Myth is definitely a lot better than this, in my honest opinion, only because that one has been out longer and stuff like that, and this just came out. And I wouldn't put this at my top 10 favorite Jackie Chan movies. It's not one of his best films of recent recent years, but I still think it's a very fun time. It's 2 hours 9 minutes, so it's a little bit long, but it's honestly well worth the watch. Even if you're not like a big fan of like the Myth or Kung Fu Yoga, I recommend giving it a watch anyway. Especially if you're a Jackie fan. I mean, you owe it to yourself to basically support him and give it a try. If you like it, then that's cool. If you don't like it, then that's okay too. But I like everything Jackie's in. I have a lot of like favorites. I have a lot of like least favorite, but I still like them for what they are because Jackie Chan's the man. You know what I mean? And you know, um, I wish that a lot of people stop bashing him on his personal life. Like I mentioned in my Ride On review, which if you wanna hear more about that, watch my Ride On review, and I'll get more in depth on that. I won't get into it, because I already talked about it before. But yeah, because he's done a lot of great stuff for the community. He's a philanthropist, stuff like that. Makes great movies. Very funny, nice guy. Yeah, just all in all, great, cool guy. Can't wait to see what else is in store in the future. I know there's the new Karate Kid that's coming out this summer, which I'm really stoked about. So let me know if you guys are looking forward to the Karate Kid, or do you think it's going to be a disappointment? Whatever you think, let me know. But yeah, the music in this is really good. It fits perfectly. The acting is really good. A lot of the other younger casts I'm not really familiar with, but they did a good job for what they were given to do. But yeah, great fun time. I mean, if you find the DVD or if you find the Blu-ray, I recommend picking it up. I'd say it looks great in HD. So I mean, if you find this on Redbox or something, I recommend giving it a look. And also, if you're hesitant on it, I recommend giving it a rent like before buying it, so that way if you end up not liking it, like you'll be like, well, that was a waste of money. But that's just me. But yeah, I recommend it to any Jackie Chan fan or any martial arts fan. And this is basically like a martial arts fantasy you know movie, and it also has a little bit of romance into it, which is pretty nice because you don't really see a lot of Jackie's movies that have like the fantasy romance type stuff in it. I mean, there are a few out there, but not very many. um but yeah, I think it's a great fun time. And let's see, uh Bona Film Group presented this, and they did a good job with it. And for those wondering, yes, it is Region A, so you don't have to worry about region free player or anything like that. Because I know there are some releases that some people might be hesitant on buying because you don't know what the region is, but it's Region A, so if you have a Region 1 player, you're good to go. Or if you have Region Free, then you don't even have to worry about it anyway. But yeah, I like the fantasy aspect. I like the scenes like where they're up in the air, moving around, and there's like some swordplay and everything. I'm a sucker for that. Like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon stuff. I know some people might think it's cheesy, but I still like it. I just think it's awesome. And yeah, I love, foreign martial arts movies. Like, some of them are actually a lot better than American action films. I know some of you might agree with me, some of you might not, but that's how I feel. But yeah, all in all, great fun time. Definitely check it out. I definitely think it's worth a pickup or rental. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Whatever it is, let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.